What's up, you guys? Yona Paley here again with a little bit of a different episode with a movie review, a very brief movie review. That's right, you heard that correctly. Now, as you know, I love genealogy. Obviously, because I do have this channel called Genealogy is Fun, you probably guessed that. But if you watched a lot of my other episodes, particularly the ones on famous Jews and things like that, you know that I also love movies. This was one of my passions. And what better way to show my love for both of these than to talk about a movie that I think is essential for anybody who does family research to watch. Especially if you do Jewish family research, but honestly, anybody who's interested in genealogy should give this movie a watch. It's called 3 Minutes a Lengthening, and it's directed by Bianca Stigter. And what it is it's some footage from a Polish town shot in the late 1930s, shortly before World War II. And it's basically the same 3 minutes of footage played over and over again with different narrative going on about it. In short, it was a Jewish village where most of the people there were murdered in the Holocaust. It's narrated by Helena Bonham Carter, who does a really great job with the narration. And what it does is it goes real deep into the nitty-gritty of paying attention to the small details in the footage in order to identify locations, time of day, and all these other things. And it even goes as far as to identify many of the people, many of the hundreds of people who are in the frames of the film. Now, this is a movie that reminds me a little bit of a YouTube video by Jarrett Ross, aka the Genie Vlogger, that he did. I think it's his most popular episode. It's the one where he goes over some old film footage and manages to figure out, what the make and model of the car is. And in short, he uses details in the video to identify who some of these people were in the video. But this is on a much, much bigger scale. It's, as I said, there's hundreds of people living in this town. They have interviews with some of the relatives of Holocaust victims and survivors. They manage to figure out, the names of a lot of people. It's a really incredible thing to watch because it just shows you how paying attention to these small details and learning about the context behind when the thing came out and the town that it was a part of can really help to identify victims of the Holocaust. And this really can go for pretty much anything. It doesn't have to be it happens to be about the Holocaust, which is very, very powerful and sad. But just from a pure genealogical standpoint, it's also just an incredible testament to what can happen when you keep digging deeper and trying to uncover what is ostensibly a mystery. And by doing that, you give new life to these people who are long since dead, and you can tell their stories by doing that. And that's the beautiful thing about genealogy, is you're telling people's stories. People who otherwise may have been completely forgotten from the face of time and earth and history, and it's a form of preservation. So I know that's a little bit of a long-winded way of saying you should watch this movie, but it's called 3 Minutes a Lengthening. I think you should really check it out. If you have seen it or if you watch it, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.